And hello everybody, welcome back to episode number 87 of the CheckX series. If you're new here, as I say every day, the CheckX series is pretty much all about me, your host. I've been talking about everything that Elon discusses the day before, and today we're going to talk about what he discussed yesterday on Tuesday, February 24th, 2026. He posted about 80 to 90 times, I guess you could say. Couldn't get an exact number. Yesterday, and we're pretty much just not going to keep this intro rolling for too long. We're pretty much just going to get right into this video here, starting off with artificial intelligence and industry ethics. Starting off the episode, Elon recently criticized Anthropic, calling them guilty of stealing training data at massive scale and smug, sanctimonious and hypocritical. Elon also referred to the company as misanthropic, which we've talked about before, and reposted claims that they are fear-mongering and lobbying against open-source AI to protect their own monopoly. And also, Elon agreed with assessments that the Chinese AI firm DeepSeek is a copy-and-paste operation built on stolen U.S. technology and distillation attacks. Elon also mocked the idea of reverse engineering the F-35, stating the joke's on them because the design is fundamentally broken. And moving on, Elon also confirmed that the XAI API will be released once it is out of beta, but also Elon also noted that on Grok Imagine is performing well in benchmarks and gets better every week. And last but not least here, Elon argued with the sentiment that AI is a distillation attack on the human brain. And moving on to Tesla and SpaceX operations here, starting off this segment, Elon reposted his 2018 Tesla memo outlining rules for efficiency, which include eliminating excessive meetings, avoiding acronyms, and allowing employees to communicate across the chain of command to solve things faster. And also, Elon clarified that Starlink is cutting prices and offering free hardware to make the service more affordable for the developing world, explicitly denying that these moves are related to competition with Amazon's Kuiper. Last but not least, Elon defended a goal of a self-sustaining Mars colony, arguing that it represents a fork in human destiny, necessary for consciousness to survive even if Earth faces a disaster. Moving on to UK social and political unrest, pretty much moving into the politics segment of this video already. Starting off, Elon was highly active on commenting on the Grape Gang scandal, and I'm not going to say the actual word because of YouTube, scandal in Britain, calling those who facilitated or ignored the crimes disgusting human beings. Regarding the officials and police involved, Elon specifically asked, what are their names? Moving on, Elon expressed strong support for the Restore Britain political party, calling it Britain's last and only hope, and agreeing with their potential policy to reintroduce the death penalty for brutal evil. Last but not least here, Elon agreed with the cultural analogies, comparing the West to the Shire from Lord of the Rings, stating that the Shire must be protected or it will be destroyed. And last but not least here, the last segment of the video, talking about U.S. politics, immigration, and justice. Before we wrap up the episode, a couple things to talk about here. To start off this segment, Elon criticized California's law banning voter ID requirements, calling it total BS. That ID is required for everything except voting. And moving on, Elon also reposted details regarding the murder of Lake and Riley, highlighting how the suspect had previously been arrested and released by Democratic officials. Moving on, Elon also expressed extreme concern over studies suggesting that ethnic in-group preference is affecting jury trials, making it difficult to obtain fair verdicts. Last but not least here for the episode, Elon argued for deep empathy, which stands for as caring for the victims of the crimes, rather than shallow empathy for the criminals themselves of the crimes. And ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps up episode number, pretty short, and relatively, compacted here. But that pretty much wraps up this episode number 87 of the CheckX series. If you guys made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I recommend dropping a like, dropping a comment, and subscribing if you haven't already. And last but not least, if I could steal a little bit more of your time, possibly, I recommend going back and watching some of the other recent CheckX episodes, just to get a nice little sequence of events going for you, if you would like. But yeah, pretty much, I'll see you guys later.